I hope this works. Man, it's like Back to the Future, putting a whole bunch of parts together, hoping that things work.
It actually all worked better than you think. Better than probably what it did when you had it.
Ooh, does not look good. It looks, you can see like four of me.
For you. I mean, you
And
look
I'm
fine
gone.
here. Oh, look, I need a box. Oh, my Lord have mercy. What is going on with Josh's YouTube live video? Holy shnikes. Oh, there you go. Oh, no. Oh.
Oh, they got me. Oh, it's going to
Hey,
be a
Nat. Oh, there you
fun
are.
live.
Oh, this is going to be great. Hey, folks, welcome to our August Live with Sawdust Stage Podcast with your host, Nat from Nat Sawdust Works. That's me, Josh from North Country Woodworking, and maybe the 4 different versions you'll see of him in this live because he's operating off of government Wi-Fi. And then you got Nick from MPG Creations over there with his stellar bourbon collection in the background. We got quite a few things to give away tonight. Really not quite a few, more like a couple. If you are in the live chat, I went ahead and dropped off what we're going to be giving away for this month. We're giving away the Capro Moisture Meter. So, if you want to let you know if your wood's moist or wet, you have that there moisture meter. It is actually quite handy, especially when you're getting wood that is possibly milled recently, because we all know you don't want to work with moist wood. It moves. And then also, we came up with something a little different. So typically, we talk CNC lasers and all these things, but there's also a lot of handwork that goes into some things. So we're going to go ahead and give away a 4-piece set Stanley Sweetheart chisel set. We talked about those a few times in some of our podcasts, and we figured, hey, why not? Let's go ahead and give some folks some of the stuff we talk about. So that's what we're giving away tonight. But this is a particularly interesting live because, well, it's August live. It's like the last month of hot summer here in North Dakota. Hot summer. Josh is sitting in his temporary living facility there at Scott in Illinois. He made his trip all the way there, thankfully. And then Nick's here. And, we got some news this episode. But hey, so how's everything going, guys? How's your day? How's the week? I mean, it's Tuesday. Other than travels and whatnot, how was the weekend?
I see like 4 of Josh.
Yeah, Josh, we get 4 times the Josh tonight, especially for our patrons later on.
4 times your pleasure.
And he's drinking a Miller Lite. Oh, classy, pinky out and everything.
That's the breakfast of champions.
It really is. But then again, you could have a Busch Latte, some of those apple Busch Lattes. I learned about a peach Busch Latte the other day. It wasn't too bad, actually. I was kind of relatively surprised. It tasted decent. Desperate times.
Yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures.
We all need.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to give a shout out to C4, by the way, because these Starburst flavored energy drinks are freaking legit.
Not meant for normal consumption. Those are for working out.
No, it's an energy drink. It's not a workout drink.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's probably got hints of things you're not supposed to have in it. But hey, who's counting?
It says cyanide.
Oh man, it's funny watching this live though because Josh keeps popping in and out. You all hear him, but you just can't see him from time to time. That's fine. But
It's okay. New Capro moisture meter, making sure that all the wood around me is not moist.
Well, I was telling. I don't want to say that joke here. I'll wait for the podcast.
He's like, and pause, hit the brakes. But hey, I'll start this live. Part of this live off with some really good news. So, funny thing about when you're having a kid, right? So, I'm having my second one here in December. Got to find out today what the gender of my baby is. I'm having another boy. Asher Samuel is going to be his name. 16 ounces, healthy baby boy. I'm excited. Josh wanted to say Josh Jr. I said, hell no. It was a close second, though. Close second. No, it's not up for debate.
We should take a vote. If you think we should name Nap's baby Josh Jr.,
no,
yes in the chat.
Absolutely not. No twins, no octuplets. For the love of God, my wife would freaking die. No, she literally said like, "This is it, no more." She's like, "This having kids thing is for the birds." I was like, "Well, you said that about the first one. Now we're having another one." So
They tend to forget about things as they go along. But that's cool, man. Congratulations. You got another baby boy coming along. They can have in your house.
yeah, I'm actually. So when Asher gets old enough, I'm gonna throw some sticks in the center of the room and say, "All right, for the odds for everybody in your favor, and whoever one comes out is the winner." So we'll establish dominance quick.
You need Pugil sticks, man. Those ones that look like Q-tips,
Mm-hmm.
and give them some helmets and some catcher's gear and have them go at it.
You know, you BS about that, but that actually may happen because I'll tell you what. The one thing when I was a kid with my brothers was we had this game. It was called Free for All, and my dad would sit in the backyard. We had a relatively big backyard in Oak Park, Michigan, and it was a very not so padded backyard. And my dad would throw a football into the corner of the yard, and we would run. And the object of it was to get that ball and get it back to the cement to score a point. Whatever happened between getting that ball and getting back to the cement was between me and my brothers. So there was a lot of we beat the hell out of each other. Let's just put it that way. We really went at it. And I can tell you, we went to school sometimes and they're like, "What happened?" "Oh, it's just me and my brothers." Sometimes they didn't believe us until, they met my brothers. And, yeah. What in the heck is that?
It's my neighbor's dog.
Don't lie. That's your new dog.
No, I don't have a new dog, but this is my neighbor's dog. And I like to act like
Explains.
I like to act like I'm Dr. Evil because she sits on me and she's like Mr. Bigglesworth. She's so nervous and little.
Oh, that's not a dog. That's
Anywho.
Albie.
It's a kitty cat. Are you a kitty cat?
Ooh.
Kitty cat.
But while
Oh,
you guys
man.
are going ahead
Anyway.
and talking here, I don't know if Nick's getting the names or not, but I can start writing them down. Or Nick, if you want to do this giveaway.
I got it.
Awesome. I'm going to talk a little. So, as you can tell, I have a little bit different setup than normal. As Nap hit on, I'm not exactly set up right now for anything. I'll get into more of that into the podcast. This is my first day. Yeah, first day here. It's felt like a couple different days getting here. But yeah, I'm drinking a beer because honestly, I had beer left over in the fridge back in Jersey. With the family's rolling in tomorrow, and excited to get them here, and then we get our house the 4th. So
The 4th.
Oh, North Dakota. I was stationed in South Dakota. I totally read.
I'm gonna beat you. He's like, "Oh,
Well,
yeah,
hey.
North Dakota. I was in South Dakota." It's okay, Josh. We know you're tired, man. You've had like 4 hours in like the past 24, but hey, glad you're here because
I made today happen on great expense. We'll get into that.
And he's gone. Oh, there he is.
Right here. I'm the entire podcast. Don't worry about it.
Let's see here.
But
so
yeah, this is
Josh, keep talking, man.
cool. So yeah, Illinois is beautiful. A lot of farmland. It's a little different from my last space. My last space, you actually had to drive 5 to 10 to 15 minutes or even 20 minutes to get to a building. Here, you literally walk across the road. Everything's kind of like right next to each other. Don't really know. It's kind of weird after being 8 years somewhere. It wasn't like that. But yeah, I did really well. Most of the shop down here, Champ. All that later in the podcast as well. My stuff is mostly about the packing and everything that entailed and setting up for today. But Yeah, it's been a good 24 hours. Couldn't do without my family though. So excited to be here and can't wait to give away some of these tools to you guys. I do want to talk about the moisture meter a little bit. I took the batteries out because I didn't want them to do anything to that show meter. You will not be receiving this particular one. You will be receiving your own. This is actually Naps that I have not sent to him, and I've used it. Sorry, man. I don't use it.
You son of a! You can't claim my tools.
I would wash the needles off if I were you. Anyway, it actually works really well. I just for giggles, I went around outside and started, putting the needles in the trees and whatnot, and it was measuring what I would assume would be exactly what a live tree would be, and I found some dead wood out there, and just kind of messing around with it. And for the price point of this moisture meter, you can go crazy with them. You can get into the hundreds of dollars, right? This is priced really well, and if you win it today, it's free, and it works really well. Has a few different options. Comes with for the wood. That way you can kind of figure out, what species and how to. If you're working with fine furniture or fine wood, to create fine furniture, this could be your front really well. Also, if you're going to Lowe's or Home Depot, trying to buy wood there, and then you don't have to worry about it so much on the back end being completely too moist. Oh, and during this live, we're going to try to use the word moist as much as possible. So stay.
Moist.
Yes, moist. One of the most hated words in the English language, for what I've been told, and put my mouth with some beer.
Oh, okay. Nick, what about you, man? How you been doing?
Pretty good, man. I'm just trying to make sure we're squared away with the Patreon members that are in here and all that other stuff. So, 1 second. Sorry, I'm just going through and making sure everybody's getting their picks.
Ooh.
Getting their
This is actually a perfect time that all you guys are here to mention and remind you of our Christmas giveaway. Now, this Christmas, we'll be giving away 2 Workbench Con tickets. That's right, 2 Workbench to this upcoming Workbench Con. You will have to buy your own hotel and airfare, but buy your way into the conference itself. If you're, it's a lot of money to go, but the ticket is the biggest price point. PWNCNC, one of the tickets given away during our Christmas episode to anybody, so anyone could win that one. And then we're going to be giving away an additional ticket to our patrons only. Now, if you're in the 3rd tier Patreon group, you're going to have more opportunity to win these tickets due to the benefits you get by being in that. The top tier, the $10 tier, allows you 2 entries in every giveaway. And this one is included in that. And then and we do giveaways within our Patreon, and that's where you get the 2nd ticket. So if you're a Patreon in that 3rd tier, you have like 3 different chances to actually go ahead and go to Workbench Con. So, it's worth signing up. We try to make it worth your while. We try to get Christmas gifts and a whole bunch of stuff. That way, you just won't be receiving the one-a-month giveaway item that we do here. You actually get some benefits that we don't list. We try to make it, like I said, we have some new ideas that we're going to prove it with. We're working that out. But let's go back to the actual Christmas giveaway by explaining how you can enter. During our episodes from, I think it was March, April, May. I think May was our first one. I have to double check. We'll be asking questions from every other episode, and they'll be very particular to that episode. Get all those right, and you'll be entered into the giveaway, and then we'll choose from that pool. You really have to be in your listening game because it's not going to be easy, because we want to make sure that people are listening and putting forth the effort, especially for a ticket. That's what's it at now?
Tickets are like $600-700. Yeah.
Yeah. So we really wanted to see one of our makers that listen to the podcast go, because honestly, I probably would never want myself. Maybe in the future, but not as soon as I did. So having the opportunity, we wanted to give that back to you guys. So with that, we've been live for almost 15 minutes now. So
Yep.
you guys want?
We have.
Yeah, hey, let's give away that moisture meter that you so tested, even though they're going to get a brand new one, allegedly, refurbished. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and get this this first giveaway, which is that moisture meter. And Nick, you've got the roll-up for that. Looks like AJ joined us from Craft NJ, and we also got Martin as well.
Martin Brees.
Yep, Martin Brees.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right, so we need a number.
1 through 10, right? First number, 1 through
yeah.
10. Hit it in the chat. Oh, shit. Tim already has it. It's 3.
Tim hit that 3. All right, I'm going to run it 3 times on the random number generator. I have everybody in here, and patrons, I have you in here twice. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Tim Robertson.
Ooh,
Tim from Gears and Fire wins the Capro moisture meter, and I can tell you what, with some of the project he does, this will come in great handy because he does a lot of furniture.
It's handy too. Just rub on the grip. Good for hand. Snap off. Insert them.
In wood though. Don't send the clean one, he says.
Whatever he does with his moisture meter is what he does,
no,
okay?
No, it's Sawdust Nation used and Sawdust Nation approved.
Quality tested.
So yeah, that's that first giveaway. So congratulations, Tim. Glad you won the moisture meter, and we'll get that out to you as soon as possible. I know Josh is doing his moving in and doing those things, but I'm sure he'll get it out to you within the week.
Absolutely.
So congratulations to you. Let's see, 18 minutes into the live here. In the chat here, let's go ahead and see what everyone's got going on. So what does everyone got going on in the shop? We'll highlight a couple things, and then we'll get ready to give out the Stanley set here. But what's everyone making in the shops? And AJ, listen, I know you're making flags, man. So
he makes other stuff.
we were just on a podcast. The flags are just pouring in like crazy.
Well, I'm glad you started following him.
Listen here, you. Listen for the long. Listen, when we were talking about pine flags, he goes, "Nah, I use cedar now." I'm like, I feel so dumb.
Yeah, he's getting up there. I still have his flag hanging in my office, and all my students ask me if I made it, and to which I reply, yes, I did. No, I tell them that AJ made it.
So let's see, we got some resin bowls from Martin Brees. All right, awesome resin bowls. We got AJ's talking about weeding a ton of vinyl. Yeah, I saw some vinyl stuff on your short, or was it your stories? You're talking about just a couple little things where, like, I guess a star just decided to do its own thing, sticky on sticky, and it gave you a run for your money. And then working a few signs in the shop, 3D carving, testing out PW and spindle. Awesome, yeah. Ducky saw the what is it? It's time to dominate your CNC, which is pretty awesome. You got your spindle up and running. Let's see.
Did you get the slider for his spindle up and running? Wow, words. Ducky messaged me. I wanted to. So, I'm gonna Ducky stuff real quick. It's going to add a little bit more detail to what I just said. When I went to go visit him, he was having some coding issues with his control panel on his monitor and his spindle, and I attempted to try to help him. But with any kind of coding you don't know the basic code for, you have to literally go in, change something, try it, and together to try that. And I know he has some major improvements a day or two afterwards and upcoming. So I'm hoping that one of the issues, which was the slight adjust RPM on the spindle, he was able to fix. So I'm curious on how that all worked out for you, man. Hit me up on here or on Instagram.
Hey,
And then-
Todd Cox, man, I want to see that shadow box. I'm on your Instagram right now. I don't see it, so.
Well, he said he's currently designing, so I'm interested to see what you're designing. I'm pretty excited for you there. And Tim says he's finishing the table. If you remember from our episode in the past year, he was talking about how he's been working on this table for a while and he's finishing it. So I'm really excited to see the finished product there. Let's see, Platte Valley hit us with the finishing entry for the Maker Challenge, Central Build. I think that's the one for what we use the scraps in your shop, or is it a different challenge? If you could hit us up in the chat here and let us know. Anita's pouring some resin for blanks to turn turkey calls. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Or to make turkey calls, rather.
How much do you sell? I might want one.
A turkey call?
Yeah,
no,
man.
I can do duck calls with just my hands. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show us.
It took me a long time. It took me a long time to get it down, but I finally think I've mastered it.
Okay.
You guys want to hear it?
I'm interested now. You've got me hooked.
He just swallowed his fist.
Does anybody want to see me or hear me do a duck call?
Sure, let's hear this.
Go ahead.
I'm very curious.
Well, Josh just disappeared again. Oh, there he is. All right, so you gotta like warm up the diaphragm, right? Because no, it really is. You have to like. It's kind of hard on the voice, you know. I don't know if you've actually heard a real duck call from like the Duck Dynasty guys or whatever. What are they, Duck Commander? But I think mine might be just slightly below average, but I think it'll work. You ready? Hey, duck.
You're so stupid. That was good. That was good. That was a good build up. Good build up. Turkey calls don't work on kids.
How do you follow that one out?
I don't know. Platte Valley, it is the scrap challenge. Okay, awesome. Jeremy Coles, Bill, add him to the list there, Nick. Currently planning on a mahogany cabinet for latest amplifier. Oh, that's pretty cool. Deshaun Jordan, quack. He has one I poured with deer antler. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Okay, Anita Ball. So they're not just using resin, they're using deer antler.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. I know my father, myself, a couple of people that could use a new turkey call. I haven't got turkey hunting forever, so gonna do it down here. It's a place. So, anywho,
And then Todd Cox, quick rundown. It's for our National Rugby League comp in Australia. Father-in-law wanted to use it as a ladder where he can adjust who's first to last place. Okay, that's pretty cool. Awesome. I'm pretty excited to see what you come up with as far as physical form. And if you have any questions, just let us know, and we'll help you out where we can. But yeah, hey, so let's go ahead and we're 6 minutes from ending on the live here. We can go ahead and Nick, if we've got everyone else in the chat, you want to hit up this last giveaway for the 4-piece Stanley Sweetheart Chisel set.
Let's have the last winner pick the number.
All right,
Yep,
so Tim, go ahead and pick the number, bud.
And we wait.
4.
4. All
yes,
right, here we go.
Yes, so progressive. 3 to 4.
All right, here we go.
he's on the ball, man. I'm telling you what.
2, 3, 4. It's gonna be Todd Cox.
Todd Cox wins the Stanley
Nice.
Sweetheart Chisel set. Let's go. That's what we're talking about. That's awesome. You get to have a nice new set of hand chisels from Stanley Sweethearts. That's pretty awesome. So congratulations to you. And we'll get your info, and I will order and send that set of chisels to you.
Paint can openers.
Listen, okay, what we do with our chisels is our own business, okay? Whether we use them for what they're actually intended for, or if we use them as paint can openers. I haven't done that once or twice.
I have Stanley Sweethearts. Those are my good chisels, and I absolutely they sharpen well. There are better chisels out there that hold longer edges, but for my experience, they're the best ones I've had.
Todd said, "Roll it again, boys."
He said,
Nope.
"Save the postage."
We're sending
roll
it-
again. We're sending it.
We're
to
not
you.
saving the postage. You're here every week. About time. Thank you, man. There's no issue there.
Yeah, get
Don't worry
ready to
about
pay
all
that VAT there, Todd.
It's about the same
No,
price, so
Yeah, we got. You,
We'll figure it
We'll-
out.
We'll get those out to you in there in Australia. Don't worry. I actually know some folks out there. So other than
In
yourself,
Australia. Where's he at? In Australia?
Yep.
there's a couple different ways we can go about doing it. We'll contact you and make sure the cheapest way on your end. Any extra.
The land down under.
But yeah, hey folks. So we gave away some really cool stuff. We talked about a few things. We don't want to get too far into what we're going to talk about in the podcast because hey, that's what the podcast episode is for. But at this time, want to give a quick shout out to some of our sponsors. So we got Daniel over at PWN CNC. He's our hugest contributor to the podcast, and we appreciate him with his spindle kits and awesome accessories for pretty much any CNC. And if you don't have something for your CNC yet, he's either thinking about it or is already in the works of making it. And then we also want to go ahead and give a shout out to Total Boat, always supporting us and giving us some pretty cool stuff to show within our work. And then we got Makerstock.com. They're one of our affiliates. They provide some of the best acrylics out there on the market for a very affordable price. And then, yeah, I think that's all of our sponsors, right? Yeah, I think so. Then we got Omtech, who we're also affiliates with. If you guys got laser questions and those things, hit us up. But if you want any of the promo codes and our affiliate codes, you can hit us up in our DMs, our email at sodastationpodcast@gmail.com, or you can go and take a look at the mentions on the episode itself because that's where they'll be located. And then shameless plug for Lawrence over at Orca Abrasives. He's not one of our sponsors, but he's definitely one of our avid listeners and avid supporters of our podcast.
Mhm.
If you want 10% off your order, NAPS 10, so NAPS 10, you'll get 10% off your order. He is, in fact, well, I will say I'm helping him. The Merca sander pattern has been created. It will be in production soon. So if you don't have a Merca, or if you have a Festool or a Merca, you will have the option for both hole patterns. So eventually you'll see that, as well as the red sandpaper he's got coming out here soon, which is extremely abrasive and awesome. And yeah, so
I'm really
keep
excited
listening,
about
keep staying
that.
tuned, and you guys will see some stuff coming out here shortly. But outside of that, let's go with final words. And I know I took over Josh, but I know I'm just trying to help you out with your internet connection and things. So Josh, final words.
We're gonna see you on the episode. Love you guys. You wouldn't know.
Oh, all right. Any final words?
Well, thanks for everybody coming out tonight, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. And yeah, till next time. Snap.
And on that, I gave final words with the sponsor, but hey, keep taking care of each other. And if we don't see you guys in the Patreon, get on the Patreon so you can come watch us live. And we will see you all next time on the next live here in September. And if you're a Patreon, we'll see you on the episode. So until then, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye. How do you end this thing?
I think it's the stop button. That button.